Alright. How's the relationship doing? Okay, we're at B. We're getting there. We need to knock out of these so that way our units become better. We'll do... Every time I said that is false, then why am I single? Oh, Jesus, Caspar.
I'm not finished with you.
It's because you're not inviting the men to the tea times. Dude, calm down.
What's going on, Hubert? You need something?
I watched you training earlier. Pitiful display.
Excuse me? What's that supposed to mean?
You yell before every move.
I know. I do it on purpose. It's how I get fired up. Is that a problem for you? You scared?
It's very distracting.
If you value your life, you'll break it.
What are you talking about? It sounds like you might have a problem with me.
As a matter of fact, I do.
Also, Hubert is like the biggest
If it was
fucking
only your
dick.
own idiotic life at stake, I wouldn't bother saying anything. But it's not. Your foolishness hurts everyone.
Ooh, you sure do love to hear yourself talk.
Ooh,
Suppose you were to shout on the battlefield.
I need to go get some popcorn for this conversation.
Likely the enemy could anticipate your next move based on your insipid blather. And what if your allies are startled by your outburst and fumble with their weapons as a result? This is not to mention the obvious fact that you would utterly botch any covert operation.
You really think I'm that stupid?
He's like,
I only shout when it's completely
he's a
necessary.
dick that also
I don't do
sends
it all the
everyone
time.
death threats, whoever gets close to
Habits
Edelgard, because he's her
develop
butler.
will reproduce on the battlefield. Combat is tense and frantic. You will default to your training whether you mean to or not.
Hey, why don't you just shut up about it? I can control myself.
Wow, their relationship increased. I would have never guessed based on that conversation.
Ferdinand? Our professor is wanting to see you.
Petra is not from this country, so she talks in a very different manner, and she is
I will wait
precious.
for him to be finished reading.
Diplomacy has an effect upon weapons development. Yes, that makes sense. Oh, Petra, how long have you been there?
A short time. You were devoting all of your attention to that book.
Forgive me, I was fully absorbed in my reading. I see you have been reading as well. Anything interesting?
I am studying the history of Fodlan.
A history book. What a keen student you are. And it's about House Hresfelg. Certainly a stimulating topic.
I am wishing to learn all about Fodlan. What is the book you are reading?
Oh, this?
Men are so
This relates
dense.
to a little hobby.
Yeah!
The regional history of weapons development in Fodlan. Militaries have to adapt their weapons according to terrain and climate. And they have to keep up with technologies in other regions. It's very interesting.
Yes, it is interesting.
See, you say we're too
I
dense.
see why you would be
I
enjoying
think
that
that
kind
women
of
are
thing.
just not blunt enough.
Does that excite your curiosity too? Perhaps you would care to read more about it then. This is just one of 18 volumes, and our library has the entire collection.
Oh no.
I give you
Don't
my
overwhelm
gratitude.
her.
Research of weapons could be a good reference for me. Oh, please take my apologies. I was meaning to tell you that our professor is wanting to see you.
Oh, it is not like you to forget something. I suppose I ought to be going then.
Yes, it is a rarity that I forget something. But it is not impossible.
Alright. We'll do one more. We'll do Linhart, who's actually just lazy. And Dorothea, who is a diva.
I do believe a nap is in order.
Ah, this is lovely. Just feel that breeze.
Dorothea, whatever are you doing here?
I was thinking of relaxing here, but it looks as if someone else is lounging in my spot already. Taking a nap in public like this? Really, Lynn. The nobles look down on such behavior.
You do know I am of noble birth.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just teasing.
I actually like her a
You
lot.
act very noble, though. Why is that?
Each person must follow their own way. This is how I prefer to live. Even if some of the more pretentious nobles like to poke fun at my ways.
Doesn't that bother you? I mean, really? It doesn't hurt your pride or anything?
What use is pride? It doesn't feed nor clothe you. It offers no warmth on a cold night.
First time I've heard a noble say something like that.
Well, most nobles are... oh, what is the polite way to say it? Fools. Yes, they are fools. As for myself, my father is the Minister of Domestic Affairs, and he has pride enough for the both of us. For example, did you know he and the Minister of Military Affairs cannot get along, although they value each other greatly? His pride gets in the way, so he can't make amends. That is why there is discord between civil ministers and military officers in the Empire. And so pride serves no good purpose in politics either. So tell me, what use is it?
I wonder if bad blood between civil and military leaders is somewhat
I
unavoidable.
wasn't expecting like a
The
very
Minister of Domestic
introspective
Affairs
conversation
all
between
civil
these two.
officials, so if they just give in easily, their subordinates would lose respect, right? I get the feeling that if your pride isn't equal to the responsibility you bear, then you aren't fit to lead. Also, I happen to think pride can be quite charming.
And how necessary is charm? It just gets in the way of living your life.
If you lack charm, nobody will give you a second glance.
Right, which means more time for napping.
Grim, you can't really believe what you're saying, can you?
Alright. How caught up on these are we? Hubert has 3, Edelgard has 1. Oh my god, we are actually really... We'll do one more. We'll finish off Edelgard's and do Edelgard and Dorothea. And then we'll get back to playing the video game.
You're scowling again. You're going to get wrinkles all over that cute face of yours if you don't smile more.
Hello, Dorothea. I was just lost in thought. There are so many things to be done. To think of them makes my head ache sometimes. So many nobles of the Empire are utterly useless. When I am Emperor, I intend to appoint only those who can actually be useful. It doesn't matter if they're of noble or common birth.
Noble or
There's this
common,
class
can you
structure
believe that?
rework that she keeps
I
going
don't
on
know that
about.
I don't agree. I'd make all those nobles vanish if I could.
It's not a question of can or cannot. All that matters is doing it and doing it right. The nobility system has only been around for 1,200 years. The concept didn't exist before that.
Only 1,200 years, huh? You always say such preposterous and extraordinary things, Amy. Yet somehow you actually make it work for you. It's like you're a character from an opera.
A character from an opera.
Or a plot-heavy
If an
video
opera is
game.
made about my life someday, I wonder how I'll be portrayed. The revolutionary who guided the Empire to a new dawn, or the foolish ruler who took her revolution too far.
Well, that all sounds pretty violent. But either way, it would make an incredible opera. Do you figure it'd be a grand action piece full of combat and strife? Or would you prefer a somber political drama? Hail the mighty Edelgard, the red blood stains her story. Heavy as her
Oh, she's going. Okay.
To a brighter dawn we shall carry on. Hail Edelgard!
That's quite enough, Dorothea. I'm starting to feel more than a little
Yeah, it was a little cringe.
Lovely as your voice is, let's just hope that any operatic productions about me are still a ways off.
Alright. That's enough of those. We are getting caught up, though. I have one more activity for the day. Who do we talk to? Let me talk to a professor, that way I can increase my sword skills once more. Before it was my father, but that's no longer an option. Where is Catherine? Did I miss Catherine up here? Catherine not out? Wow. Chat, am I just blind? Super cringe. Yeah. Alright. It's time for our, like, professor advice letter. If I told you I was searching for someone who might like to share a cup of tea with an elegant noble, whose name comes to mind? If there's also food, Raphael wouldn't say no. Ferdinand would be good company. Dorothea might be interested. Probably Dorothea. Oh, they did not like that answer. You can always put on more clothes when it's cold, but you can only remove so many layers in the heat. How does one survive a hot summer? Taking refreshing dips in the cool water hole. Spend your days underground, away from the sun. Focus on reading to occupy your mind. Take a dip in the water. Oh, they didn't like that. Well, we can't all be winners. Oh, more candy. Bag of seeds and dusty fables. Ooh, a piece of candy.
Need something? See you again soon.
Okay. I guess we'll just go cook then. Because I have really procrastinated on some of these relationships. Oh, I didn't realize this was a thing. Oh, interesting. We'll do a full menu. Who do we want to increase relationships with? Is there any that Edelgard and Ingrid share? In that case, we will just go probably there. We'll invite Ingrid and Hubert. Increases motivation.
I appreciate.
While I.
Alright. It's lecture time. Instruct. I think we need to level up this.
I still. No. I still.
Next, we need Felix's sword skills to go up.
This could be.
Who else? Linhart, we needed to increase his horseback skills so he could be a mounted healer for high mobility. Lastly... Oh. Flame had the option for Dancer. Can I have anyone take... No, I can't. We'll go back to Flame. I need to have her take a certification exam. So that way she can be a dancer. Also, Flute, I'm like trying to get Muck to play one of these games. I think he would love it. Outside of the cringy dialogue. What do we need to get her as a wyvern? Rider. So she can already pass this, she just needs EXP. In that case, we will increase her axe skills, just for her to do more damage. Once you see the combat, it's exactly like the game he's playing, except more in-depth. Alright, we are all done with that.
Professor,
You feel like you won't like it?
question?
I want to be able to talk to males and make friends with them, but my brother always causes such a fuss when I do. Do you have any advice? You should have a talk and be honest. Yeah. He may or may not like it. It might be too weeby for him.
It is a It is done.
This one has a lot more dialogue than any of the other ones. I will say that. Today's St. Saro's Day. I would love to participate in it.
Professor, let me. I may.
Yeah. The earlier ones, there's far less of this in-between fights to do. You could just chain go in between fights. Wait, whose birthday was it? Give you flowers. Oh, it was Rhea's. Certifications. Flame. It's time to become a dancer. Wait, where was dancer? Is she already a dancer? Wait. Oh, there is dancer. Okay, so she already has that. How did I fail having her dance? There we go.
I am always up for.
Okay, now we have that equipped. But funny you said that, it is now time for a battle mission. Rare monster sighting. Okay, so let's zoom out for a second. There's three teams. There's my team, there's the enemy team, and then there's the monsters, which is a bird. There is a ballista in the center. I'm assuming... Oh god, that is a lot of horseback. Have Bernadetta go over here. Let's see what units we're bringing to this fight. I actually do want Petra to come in. Who can we take out? Who needs the EXP? I don't think Fernlin is going to be too useful in this fight. So we will have him stick with, what's his relationships? We'll We'll have him stick with Dorothea. Set adjacency to increase her attack and work on their relationship, because they actually seemed alright. Double check that my swords are all good. Durabilities, yeah, that looks fine. That should be fine. Alright, and we won't get bogged down too much. Rout the enemy. If Moose or Edelgard dies, we lose. So one thing, for people who haven't seen this before, a big part of Fire Emblem is the permadeath mechanic. Meaning that it is possible to soft lock to yourself. How I am playing it is I am not restarting if I lose anyone. The exception is this game has added a time rewind feature, where I get 6 rewinds per turn, but if I can't save them, or per fight, if I can't save them using this mechanic, then I am counting them as permanently dead. At which point any resources or EXP I have sunk into them are just wasted. So there is somewhat of stakes to this. These guys are probably going to go and attack over there. These mages haven't decided what they're doing. All these guys are coming over here. Unsure what these guys are doing.
Oh no.
So the first thing I'm going to do is move Bernadetta up here and attack. Yeah, we can't one-shot it, but we can get pretty close because flying units... Oh, nice. We got the small chance for a double attack, but flying units take massive damages to archers. So that's gonna flat out kill my healer. We'll swap off the Sword of the Creator. Get some hits in like that. And now to increase the relationship, I need my character and Edelgard to be near each other, or it will become kind of difficult. That.
As you wish.
Use Meyer to finish off his kill here.
Hardly worth my time. Any.
So they are coming right at my healer.
Put me in there.
Which I guess I should
I will
have.
get the victory.
Well,
That's my cue.
we'll have Meteor come up.
I'll go.
So we can use extra weapon duration to do extra damage in this game. As well as if you attack a unit, and they're like adjacent to you or within range, they will attack you back.
Can't get ahead of myself. I could have.
So that may have been a really bad idea, but we're about to see. Using a steel axe, we could leave her at 26 health, whereas... Okay, so that gets the kill there.
No use.
Oh, I forgot to swap to the steel axe. We might have just lost the healer. It just means we have to use a charge of the silver axe. So she'll get double attacked here.
Now you know your limits.
I hope she can survive.
That won't.
Let us away.
let's see what they do. So they're going to attack the monster. Which ideally, I want to try to rush in there to get as much EXP from these fights as I can. We'll fast forward through some of this by holding down A. He hit with a 52% chance to hit. Can we get one dodge? No? Alright. And the mages are running in. Okay, so this doesn't hurt too bad.
Is that all?
But I did lose my battalion. And what battalions are is you can do special attacks which are really effective against these monsters, and there's no retaliation from them. And these monsters are like a walking army on their own. And they have multiple lives.
Caution is needed.
So we're actually going to move like that. Come in with Iron Sword. Get some hits in. We don't really want Caspar near here too much. Felix should be able to assassinate just like this, because he has like no health, but he has high speed, so it's hard to hit him, and hits like a truck.
Strong.
Witness my power.
How much am I gonna hit? So he gets hit by 30 by there. I could dance to give myself an extra turn. We'll do that. What is that dance?
Much needed.
I have not seen dancing before in this game. That one-shots me. I might be a little aggressive with my troops right now. So currently going there, doing that much. Bernadetta gets killed, but I can put somebody right here. Like Caspar will move up there. So if I move up there, I'm going to get one shot by the mage, because he has no magic resistance. But because I did that, I can come in here. Iron Sword combat arted with... Gets it so close. But I could run in over here to finish off with Thoron. Yeah, we'll do that. So first of all, Caspar comes up here. Well, let me double check that. So you come here. Using combat arts, you should be able to... Yeah, we'll use this. Just gambit it.
Should I have held back?